Okay. Just a point of interest, I guess. Not much else. Alright. As long as we don't have to go into another vault.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Hi, Luna. What you doing, puppy? Hey, what you doing? Alright. Well, now there's a question mark there and there. What? What? You're not going to tell your parents because you're going to use that as dirt? I mean, I think if your brother's trying to, like, legitimately harm you, it's probably something they should know. That's not normal behavior. Or at least it's not acceptable behavior. Trophy. Yikes. Well, he's done for. And I took his money. Anything? Drac. Calm down. Surprise. Ooh, no you don't. Nothing. Okay. It shouldn't be normal behavior to actually be trying to really harm your sibling with a weapon is not normal behavior. You wouldn't want to get the parents involved until blood was drawn? Okay, but that's too far. It shouldn't get to that point. proud of it, is what you're saying, Saber? You're proud that you had to live that life so you can be tough? Because that's not healthy. I don't feel like I want to do that right now. Things like that might shape who you are, but your choices say a lot more about you than that. I'm speaking from experience.
Scavengers set up camp out here. How do they survive the heat? Heads up. Looks like a scavenger dump site.
It sounds like it, Saber. But I will tell you that you're not the only one. Believe me on that. But I try not to let what my parents did define who I am as a person and try to make better choices. That's really all I'm gonna say about it. Dr. Phil isn't even a real doctor. Death row. Is this a cave situation?
I detect multiple hostile life forms.
Hostiles ahead!
Oh no, they're just down here. I wanted you to do a flip and roll down the mountain. Oh man, missed opportunity. Where? Oh, they're in the cave. Oh, no, they're not. They're back here.
Okay, hold it. You. The one killing my guys?
Yeah.
Come in here. I want to talk to you.
Am I gonna have to shoot you in the head?
Was that
Maybe.
Isabel? Oh boy.
Well, I'm glad that you guys were able to do that and can be civil and act like adults.
Well, well. You're from the Nexus. Should have known. I don't sell to your kind. Matter of principle. If you're Isabel, your brother sent me. Kent? For what? He wants you to go back with him, to Gadara. Well, you can tell him I'm not going anywhere. On the Nexus, I was a merchant's assistant. On Kadara, I ran errands. Now, I make weapons for the most powerful gang leaders on Eladin. I
Good
get
for
perks,
you.
protection, and no one would dare touch me. Finally get the respect I deserve. And the best part is, I don't have to talk to ass-kissing Nexus dogs. Except now, I guess. Kent's waiting. Don't pass up your only shot to get off this planet. Whether I like it or not, this is home now. I have no reason to leave. Kent flew here all the way from the Nexus.
She gonna get
He'd give his
smacked.
life for you. You don't think that's reason enough? You're a pain in the ass, you know that? Fine. Can't stand the heat here anyway. I'll send a comm to my brother. Now get out of here.
Shut up, I do what I want. Yeah, some adults never really grow up. I think a lot of people have just a lot of unresolved stuff going on in their brains. And it just never, for some people, it never gets worked out, unfortunately. I mean, the best thing you can do is to resolve not to be like your parents and, you know what I mean, like learn from it. Use it as a learning experience and then just raise your own kids differently. That's really the best thing I think you can do. Just try to be better than where you came from. Scarlet Vixen says when someone says no, annoy them until they say yes. That's pretty much this game in a nutshell, isn't it? She's like, no, and I'm like, okay, do it. Okay. Maybe I just have really good charisma. Alright, I might have gotten the car stuck. Oh, yep. We're good. Well, it's good that your grandparents can help you out, Freza. I think a lot of times grandparents end up helping raise their grandkids. Black Soldier says it's not about where you came from, it's about where you're headed. That's very true. You don't have to blame them or be angry with them about it. Just as long as you learn.
Fiend! Don't get close!
Yeah, well, too late. As long as you use it as a learning experience and don't repeat the same mistakes. But you also can't let a rough upbringing be an excuse or a crutch, because eventually that doesn't work anymore.
Heard stories about this place. Better keep our heads down.
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
We've been here before, guys. We've
Yeah,
definitely been
An
here
honorable
before.
knife in the back is still a knife.
Oh, there we go.
Scratching it off. Have you tried watching Ania?
She's
Hello.
not that stupid or careless.
Had a
She
thought.
controls our water.
You think
She
Ania
controls
has info
us.
about her water
She
source
won't
in
lead
her
us to
office?
it. The one by the docks.
What?
Security's insane. We'll never get in there.
Just trying to find an alternative to combing the wastes.
Hey, did you make sure comms aren't set to wide broadcast?
What? Ah, shit.
Oh, he messed up.
Comms just went dead.
So Ania's got a secret water source. If she won't trade, it'll be a disaster for everyone who lives here.
This impacts the long-term survival of everyone here. Krogan, exiles, it doesn't matter. We need to improve the situation if we can.
So we're hunting for water now?
Those scavengers talked about security around Ania's office. I bet there's something there.
Hey! Some people will say that remnant stuff can fix planets. Things like that.
Oh, I'm not saying you do, Saber. I'm just saying as a in general. Because some people really do. Where is this? Oh, all the way over there? Alright. I'm not walking. Black Soldier says hashtag when the chat gets heavy. It happens at times. T-Cham says when is it not heavy? It's a valid point. Oh wait, no, I think it's in there.
Since we're here, we should look for info on Ania's water. Maybe check out her office.
Okie dokie. I can do that. Is that in here?
Step off. Not allowed back here.
Or what? Well...
Hey there.
Bye.
I'll look around.
There's probably an alternate way, maybe? Black Soldier says, I'm new here, so I have plenty of my life story to share. Well, welcome to the field train. Feel free to hop on board.
I think this is Ania's office.
I'll watch for guards. You check out the security.
As expected. It's locked.
A scan should tell you how best to proceed, Pathfinder.
I'm gonna mess you up when we get out of here. Yeah? You messed up.
I fell. Jeez. Where does this go? Is that a button? No. I think it's under here. There we go.
Got the code for the office door.
That's how hacking works. Whoop. Black Soldier says mental group hug. Fraser says, I think most people are just uncomfortable with in real life people, which makes it harder, takes longer to open up.
We're in. Let's be quick in case Ania comes by.
Well, I think the anonymity helps a lot too. I think if everybody had their faces, like if this was like a face chat thing, I don't think people would be quite as willing to share. Rashad, I told you we can't do it during the eclipse. Those scavs are getting smart and they'll expect us to move while it's dark. We have to be very careful around the entrance to the lake now because I've seen them in the area. If they get their hands on advanced scanning tech, they might even notice there's something underground. Well, I wonder what we're gonna have to do. Use distractions and misdirection to lead them away from the reservoir. I planned out some routes. The map markers and nav points are attached.
An underground lake. That's where she's getting her
She's
water.
doing shrooms.
Got the nav point. Let's get out of here.
You saw nothing. Saw nothing. Oh, it's all the way over there. Goodness. DJM says only a butt face would be a jerk here on the Feels stream. Black Soda says the stream feels more personal than others, so it might just be the nature here in general. Probably because it's smaller. I think, like, because I've been to streams where there's a lot of people, and for myself, sometimes I feel like what's the point of typing in the chat, because it's gonna get lost in the chat anyway, because it goes by so quickly when you have like 200, 300 people in one stream, you know what I mean? So I tend to lurk in streams myself. But yeah, we usually have a pretty small group. So I think it might be a combination of it's the same people generally, like a group sometimes, some show up, sometimes others show up. And it's small, and yeah, it's probably just...
Ryder, worm.
What? I don't want to worm. Can we not? Can we not have a Thresher Maul, please? Mass Effect 1, PTSD. Phrases says, I bless you with my presence.
Worm, stay out of its way.
What the hell is that?
Analysis shows it's a remnant abyssal. Locals call it the Worm. Non-hostile and impervious to weaponry. However, I advise keeping your distance.
Good to know.
I do not want. Impervious to weaponry. Oh my, Dark Direwolf. Well, there goes the Feels. There goes the Feels train. Freysa says, I am a miner. It's a mini architect? I don't think so, because we can't fight it, because it said it's impervious to weaponry and to just leave it alone. So, but not to get too close to it. So, I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pretend that it's not there. Doomfist comes out tomorrow. Oh, that's exciting. I know a bunch of you guys are Overwatch fans, so that's pretty cool. Aw, Saber. Scarlet Vixen says, it's good to talk about things. I'm honored you feel comfortable enough to share with us. It is good to talk about things, because if you don't, and you just become ashamed of those things, that's really not good. It's not good for your psyche. Oh. Oh, I just have to scan this probably? Yeah. Drac, what are you doing?
Huh. I wonder what the Remnant Builders' plans were.
I'm disappointed, Pathfinder. I thought you were someone I could trust.
How did you get here so fast?
I welcomed you into my home, and you repay my kindness by robbing me.
You could look me in the face instead of looking above my head, but you know.
Hey, I didn't take anything. Left every single drop of water where I found it. Count them if you like.
Very glib. Do you know why I do this? My brother
Okay,
tried to
I
help your
can't.
people when they first came
Ryder's
here.
twitching.
He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks.
Fetcher's got a plan.
He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
Mystic says, I can't talk in streams with a lot of people because I get scared. I'm sure you're not the only one who feels that way.
That's awful. You have my sympathy.
I've no use for sympathy. You can keep it. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
What's in it for me?
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition. The Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar,
She wants to throw
but
it
he
down.
came around eventually. I made him promise.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Eladin is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Eladin remains mine.
What do you guys think? Should we interfere? Or should we just leave it alone? Fight? Decision incoming, yeah. You want me to fight her? Or do you think I should just leave it alone? We were fooled by that purple Asari. So this Dark Direwolf says, I know, like, conflict. Fight? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of you guys are saying fighter. I mean, like, the thing is, yeah, she's the only one who knows about this resource. So I'd be putting a lot of trust in her to actually keep sharing it. And I mean, if she's the only one who knows about it, she could raise the price. She could decide to stop sharing it if she wanted to. You know what I mean? But if we, you know, spread the knowledge, then this place could get overrun by people. So we don't want another Purple Asari incident. I'm trying to make good decisions. Freysa says I'm good with either option, to be honest. Well, that's helpful. Saber says if you keep this murder quiet, I say murder. I don't know if I can. Maybe they can finish whatever the Remnant were doing with the reservoir. Don't kill her. Okay, so we're going... Okay, we're going from someone saying, don't kill her, crying face, to, I don't care, and then the other end of the spectrum is just blood, blood, blood. Eco says I wouldn't fight. Well... Alright, everybody, we're gonna put this on the record. If this was a bad decision, it's Eco's fault, okay? Everybody, remember that. It's Eco's fault.
You have a deal. I'll say nothing about what I found here.
You've made the right choice. In return, I'll share the resources I gather with you.
Yeah, damn straight.
I'll leave whatever I can spare in my office. Think of it as a tithe.
Eco says, what the... If it ends up being a bad decision, it's all your fault, and everybody knows it. Hashtag blame Eco. We could have done a poll. I could have done that. I didn't feel like setting up straw poll, though. But we could have done that. If we done goofed, we should sacrifice Eco. Jeez. Jeez, guys. I'm gonna take your nickel while I'm out here. Dark Dire says leave Eco alone. Hey, Mystic Jedi. How's it going? Alright, let's get back to her office and get the goods. She left us some stuff. I know, Saber, I know people are talking about Mixer, but the thing is, I have enough trouble getting people to follow me to Twitch. So, like, once you've already established yourself on a platform, it's really hard to go to a new one. You know what I mean? And, like, I already have everything set up. Like, it would just be a pain in the butt. Also, I'm pretty sure one of my bots has straw poll. I just can't remember which one. Give me my stuff. How did you get here so fast?
You haven't said anything to anyone, I hope.
No, give me my stuff.
Don't forget to check the office if you haven't already. Left something in there for you.
Yeah, you better.
You hinted at your story when we last talked. Your brother, the lake. I'd like to know more.
Feels like so long ago. We were just exploring, looking for places, scrap minerals, anything. Asgar provoked a pod of remnant, and we figured they had to be guarding something. That's how we found the lake. It allowed us to make Eladon our refuge.
And then the Nexus exiles came along.
Asgar felt sorry for them. They were so far from home. Most were fine, but one man wanted to know where the water was. He captured Asgar, forced him to tell, then killed him.
Jeez.
I avenged my brother, but I learned I couldn't trust outsiders.
What that exile did was terrible. I don't blame you for not trusting us.
I just wanted to pop in and
but
say
now
hi.
I found one of your kind who is trustworthy. As they say, the sunrise begins with a sliver of light.
Saber says, see,
look
now
around.
you guys are BFFs, so you could have killed her. Yeah, well, I could have killed the Purple Asari too, and I didn't, and I regret it, so... You know what? Alright, let's get the stuff. Ah, there it is. A sorry sword. And Omnigel. Well, she could have left me some more stuff. Also, I'm pretty sure my Krogan sword is better than that. Drac, what are you doing out there? Is this it? Is this all you left me? Is that all I've done for you? Fine. Okay. That might be it. Except for the architect, which I am not in the mood to deal with. But that might be it for Eladon. Yep, I think it is. Guys, we pretty much knocked out Eladon in like one stream. That's pretty awesome. Except for the architect, so we gotta do that. We have a little bit of stuff to do here and there. Speak with Addison on the Tempest FedCon. We can do that. I don't know what she wants. The Asari sword is supposedly the strongest melee weapon in the game. I don't know if that one is though, because I'm pretty sure I thought my Krogan hammer did 700 something damage, and that sword did 600 something. I'd have to check though. I can go look. You ordered a tablet on Walmart's website, but it went out of stock while it was processing. Oh man, that sucks. DJM says sword. I don't want to kill the Angara, but if they cross me, then you know.
Hello?
Go away, Suvi.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
I agree the sword is cooler, but I have to look at the damage. Isn't that the AVP thing? Okay, there we go. Oh, I have a cryopod thing. Get all my rewards. Okay. Alright, we'll just do that for now. Oh, we don't have Havarl up to 100% viability. That's butt. Eco says, I didn't know Nintendo made tablets now. Yeah, did you hear about the people who ordered the mini SNES and from Walmart and their orders got canceled? That sucks. Okay, see, the Krogan Hammer does 720 melee damage. Now this is, granted, this Krogan Hammer 7, and this is Asari Sword 5. So I feel like the Asari Sword 7 is definitely going to do better, but we don't have one of those yet. This is all I have. Okay? That's all I have. So, for now, I'll stick with the hammer. Hopefully we can get a better Asari Sword, though.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Alright. No, we're not talking to people yet.
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director, what are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
See you later, Mystic Jedi. Well, yeah, it takes longer to swing the Krogan Hammer because it's heavier. But it still does significantly more damage, at least at this point.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how has it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
What was
Buy
Dr.
more
Kennedy's
RAM?
role
I
in
have
the
a lot of
initiative?
RAM in my PC.
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
You guys can explain the romance situation.
Pretty extreme to set
Mystic
up a personal
Jedi.
alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers?
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her one?
She sympathized, but we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
If you had more RAM, you could have the Asari Sword.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. I'd bet there's more trackers in outpost systems. That's where you search for whoever's doing this.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
Okay, then. I apparently already found one of them. Which I don't recall doing. But I did. Reyes is the guy on Kadara. You have to choose between him and Sloane at one point in the game. But he ruined my life, so... Alright, so where is this? Do you just have to scan? Is that what this is about? He did ruin my life. Very upset about it. 8 gigs is not bad, DJM. Did something happen in one of the streams? Just that I'm locked in a relationship with him and I didn't want to actually romance him.
We just got pinged by another of those ZK trackers. Let's try to get close enough to pull
Yes,
some
you
data.
do, Saber.
On it.
You're gonna have to. See you later, Mystic Jedi. Yeah, 8 gigabytes of RAM isn't that bad. It depends on what you're doing with it. Okay.
Anomaly detected.
Maybe it's the anomaly?
Probes launched.
Tracker ahead. Looks active.
Queen of Kadara.
He's
pretty
up on
much.
it. We need a point of origin.
I don't want to be king or queen of that shithole, to be honest.
That is when Twitchy self-destruct. Wait, just let me stick a predictive model in this fragment. There, a common vector, maybe a point of origin. Good job. Let's go.
Find the origin of the signal? The Asari sword triggers a quick biotic teleport in a straight line towards your enemy before dealing a devastating strike. Oh, really? You mean if you just swing it? Because I was using charge for a long time, so like I wasn't just using the... I did have an Asari sword equipped for quite a while. Dark Direwolf says, I'm sorry he ruined your life. It's okay. I'll have to look up all the romances that I missed out on.
Mineral wealth from this system once fed industry on Vold, and well beyond.
One day that might be true again. I'm picking up something.
I'm sad though because I was like kind of deciding between PB, Jal, and Vetra, and I was starting to lean towards Jal. I think that's who I would have romanced on my first go, but can't do that now. So a little bit sad. That's true. Liam does have a gross couch, so I don't know if we'd want to be locked in a relationship with me.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched.
Braces says I'm forever Team
Got a reading
PB.
from
I
the
love
asteroid
them
belt.
all. I just love them all. That's the problem. DJM says on this computer I used to game and have Photoshop and Illustrator, but I can barely play Blade and Soul, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy Online on the lowest settings. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily your RAM though. What kind of graphics card do you have?
Anomaly detected.
Now what?
Probes launched. Getting a scan.
Scarlet Vixen says Jala's who I was rooting for. I didn't know Reyes was even an option as a serious relationship. I didn't either, which is what happened. Because he wasn't originally. They patched him to be one. So he was originally just a fling, and then one of the patches made him a serious romance, so I accidentally
We're
committed
here, Ryder.
to him.
Nav point where the three Sabers supposedly attacked a supply ship.
I'm getting a unique radiation signature from the scans. I think their drive's leaking ESO. Does it lead anywhere? I'm only getting a general vector. If we scan the other sites, we could narrow it down.
Saber says, from what I understand, you don't even need to be biotic to use the sword's teleportability. It is better than many melee weapons because of the range. Huh. I'll have to try that then, because I don't have charge equipped anymore. So I'll have to try that and like just use the melee and see how that works. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, DJ, like Saber said, it's more of a graphics. It sounds like more of a graphics card issue. I have a lot of RAM, but I do video editing, and it helps with that.
Anomaly detected.
Another one?
Probes launched. I found something.
Oh, okay. AMD. I don't know how old that is, but I'm willing to bet that's your problem.
Pathfinder. This is the exact nav point indicated by the ZK trackers.
Right. Addison's request. Let's see if this helps us find her missing scientist. Damn it. The shuttle's just a relay. But I think we can get in their feeds. Hold on.
Signal's through. Ready for coordinate transferring. Who the fuck?
Me the fuck.
We've been found. Deadhead the comms.
Here we go again. I'm the Pathfinder.
A Pathfinder? One finally showed?
Harlan, stop talking.
Is that Dr. Kennedy? Are you okay? Director Addison is concerned about you and your tech. Keep them talking, Ryder. Tracing. All I want is to stop the stealing. I have outposts of people trying to start their lives.
Outpost starting lives, huh?
Let them see, Harlan.
They just forwarded Dr. Kennedy's medical profile. Ryder! She's pregnant. That woman is pregnant.
That woman knows full well the state she's in.
You're the first in Andromeda. How could that possibly be? With all those people who are not in cryo, I'd be pretty surprised.
You are really pregnant. What happened?
When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, they don't let humanity die out. You're with Addison? Well, she fell in line with Tan, said we couldn't add new mouths until we were stable.
I mean, that's a valid
This
point.
wasn't about waiting until we could afford a house. We were dying. So I left, with enough meds for Harlan and I to get off the blockers.
How far along? Dr. Kennedy, how long?
8 months, give or take.
We're not going back. You're not getting my tech. We'll be fine without you. Tell Addison. Fuck it, don't tell her anything. Kill it.
They flashed the core. Couldn't get a trace. Addison will want to hear about this. And I've got questions for her.
Okay, but Addison has a point. Like, you've got the Ket trying to kill everybody, and we didn't have the outposts fully secured, and we didn't have resources. Like, it wasn't really a good idea to start just, you know, repopulating, and just doesn't seem like the best idea.
Director Addison, I have a sighting on your missing Dr. Kennedy and her trackers.
She's alive?
And 8 months pregnant.
Fucking hell.
She didn't disappear. Dr. Kennedy left to try and have a child. You really had no clue?
I knew she wanted us to fast-track the schedule, but we had no worlds. We were going to lose people. I wasn't going to watch babies die, too. Of all the stupid, irresponsible, selfish... She was always like this, even back on Earth. She talked me into this, and now we have to save her tail.
I mean, we don't have to.
Wait, what did Dr. Kennedy talk you into?
She's an old university friend. We were catching up, and she mentioned a project she was training for.
The Andromeda Initiative?
She'd still be here if I wasn't forced to tell her no a year ago.
Also, like, how pissed off would everybody else be whose families are still in cryo? Who are like, okay, you won't let our families out of cryo, but you'll let people have kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can see how people would be. Like, it just seems like a bad idea.
What was the timetable for stopping the contraceptives everyone got before cryo?
Before Prodromos? It was to be determined.
You had to know that would frustrate people.
It was the only answer we could give. The alternative was more mouths and more death.
Dr. Kennedy seems to have a group with her. Stealing aside, she has support.
How long will that last? She's the smartest person I know, but she jumps without looking. Ryder, we have 2 speeches banked for the first child in Andromeda. Trust me, you want the one for the good outcome.
What?
We know how to find her. We find more of her ZK trackers.
Hopefully you can draw them out by placing more outposts. If she hasn't changed the protocol.
She's 8 months. She may be distracted.
This is a complete shit show. Find
Agreed.
the Pathfinder. The first human child in Andromeda can't just disappear.
I mean, it's not like it's a chosen one situation, Addison. Like, there's nothing we can do about it now. I think we should just let her go. Do what she wants at this point. Alright, time to scan some stuff. It was probably in the agreement before they left for Andromeda, Saber. That would be my guess. At least, I don't know how long they were supposed to last. Probably until they felt stable. But none of the worlds, really panned out the way they wanted them to because of the Scourge and all that. How come they haven't worn off on other people? I don't know. Maybe they're putting it in the water. I don't know, Saber. Maybe, well, they said that she had research or something. Maybe she found a way to counteract the effects. Because maybe everybody else it's still working for them.
Just detected a ZK tracker. Scan's ready. We need Dr. Kennedy's location. Understood. Believe me.
Yeah, either they're still getting it, or it hasn't worn off and she just found a way to stop it from working, maybe? I don't know.
I'm picking up something.
I don't think everybody's still getting it, because there's a lot of outcasts and, like, exiles and stuff. So, they're obviously not going to go to the Nexus for that. Or if the Nexus mandated it, so I don't think it's that, but I don't know.
Anomaly on sensors.
There we go.
Probes launched. Something's different, Pathfinder. An Angara signal in the tracker. Try and get me the last message through.
I need you to do me a solid and interrogate the heck out of this bitch. I mean, if we ever find her, this could be another Ruth situation.
Attached. We find the source. This tech will give us initiative access. The breeder is also a symbolic target. No mercy.
Rokar targeting Dr. Kennedy. Suvi, do we have her?
Negative. We need another tracker.
Damn it.
It's just Ruth all over again. I was just scanning them until the anomaly appeared. Frank and Doc, because like it didn't show up as soon as I got there, so I just started scanning planets in the meantime. There we go. So I guess she doesn't have to tell you. I thought that nothing appeared until Suvi actually said something, but I guess you can just start trying to scan for one. So.
Pathfinder, I've detected the last CK tracker we need.
Right. We need to find Dr. Kennedy before the Rokar.
Calla was right. Signs of Ket. But I'm getting data. The 4 trackers give us a point of origin on Vold.
That planet has no shortage of leftover Ket.
Great.
We don't want a baby near Exaltation or Rokar. We have
I mean,
to
the
find
baby
them on
isn't
Vold.
born yet. Place an outpost to a track. What? I don't think we actually have to do that. Because I think we have all the outposts done. I think we just have to find her.
Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
I already got that. Okay. I guess that'll just be there forever. IUDs can work for up to 5 years. Or even longer, depending on the type of IUD. So, you guys, it could be that. If it's actually... And considering that, you know, this is the future, it could last longer. I don't know. I don't know. They didn't really give a lot of information about that. Bring in Nuxes. I probably shouldn't watch this. Didn't do the mission yet. If you don't want to be spoiled, then that's totally fine if you want to peace out, because I get it. I wouldn't want to be spoiled either. So it's up to you. Saber says it might be a mild reversible version of the genophage. That could be too. Could be something the Solarians cooked up. Oh, you're talking about a hormone implant, not an IUD. Oh yes, the sword. Okay. I will... Hold on. I'll just go to a forward station and just grab it there instead of going back onto the ship. That way you don't have to deal with loading. Okay. we will test the Asari sword. Oh, she's over here. Okay. We're on Hoth. Pretty much. The ice planet. Remember when we glitched and got stuck falling off a cliff forever? Good times. Like the first time that we came to Gold. Look, my motto is drive over it. If it exists, drive over it. I don't know, Frank and Doc. I'm not sure.
Mayday, mayday! Any initiative personnel, we need help!
This is the Pathfinder. There may be Rokar and Ket closing on you.
No, 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 not now.
This does not sound good.
Is she having the baby right now?
Can you
Because,
make a
like,
run
that
for
would
it?
not be great.
Running is unlikely, Pathfinder.
Oh, yeah. She's, yeah.
Is that typical?
Tempest, Dr. Kennedy will
Poor
need
Joel, he's like,
ASAP.
what is happening?
Understood. Give me a gun.
Oh god, she's having a kid right now. Okay, can you not do that in my comm at least? Like, I'm trying to focus on murdering people. I don't really want to hear that. What?
Ryder, turret! Looks like it needs power.
Bye. Hey. Hey.
Tell them to hurry.
Okay, lady, look.
We hear you, Doctor.
This
Hold on.
this was your
I'm
decision.
on someone else's schedule. Oh.
Yeah, I don't need that in my ear, ma'am. I thought they sent the Rokar. This is Ket.
Take them out. Kennedy's shuttle needs a path.
I'm with you.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Did she say now's the time to panic? Bye. Have fun.
They're too close. I'm taking off.
Okay, bye.
Wait until you're clear.
There's no time.
Okay, what if they just, like,
Cleared it.
exploded and died
What
right
about the
there?
doctor? What about it, Kennedy?
Well, that was quick. Nobody has a baby that fast.
He's safe.
Nice.
Yeah, PB,
Get
nice.
Doctor. But we have to wrap this up with Addison.
Understood, Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, that, no. That doesn't happen that
Temperature is
fast.
falling, Pathfinder.
Okay. DJM just says, awkward. Lynn says premature birth and birth defects, baby. I know. Well, didn't they say she was only 8 months? That's like, that's probably not good. Fraser says, I thought that was a cat. Maybe it was. Maybe she gave birth to a cat.
Remnant pillars ahead. Be careful, Ryder.
I was looking at the chat the entire time and did not realize that we were coming across the movement right there, but we're just gonna keep on going and avoid them. Saber says this begs the question, how do Angarans have children? I mean, it could be similar, but maybe it's like a different time span, like, or I don't know. Are they actual mammals? Because they don't, have,
Got 'em all.
they don't look like mammals. Also, they have like that weird, I don't really think they have like fat. They have like that weird sun thing. Like they heal, I think, in sunlight or something. I don't know, something about the sun. So maybe they don't have live like, do they lay eggs? I don't know. This is a question for BioWare, not for me. Why are we doing this? Why? Okay, I can just do this. Why are we driving? I mean, yeah, a baby could live outside of the body being that premature, but like it's still not a great situation. Is her husband part cat? Maybe they're cat people. Maybe they're not actually humans. Oh, hey, Japanime. Just saw your message. Suvi, welcome back. Excuse me, do you know how stressful that was, Suvi? Do you have any idea? I don't think you do, Suvi. You guys having a powwow over there? Freysa says that cry reminded me of Yonder when you find those cats in random places and they're meowing. Right?
Pathfinder, I have Dr. Kennedy on the channel. She is very tired, but alive.
And the baby?
Looks like a banshee, and safe.
And
how
now
are
that
you?
you're back in
You're
the
just
fold,
fine after
it's
that?
the initiative's job to keep you safe.
I know that it can happen, Lynn. I'm just saying it's not typical or great for the child.
This all started with tech that could steal initiative resources.
Dr. Kennedy has graciously offered to return her research and any resources gained along the way.
I could always just purge all data.
No, thank you. We'll keep things simple. You and your trackers all safely accounted for.
We fought off Ket and Rokar. Those threats won't just go away.
That's the Nexus way. Shut the doors and hope. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful as hell, but it won't be long.
Oh yeah,
before
Black
none of
Soldier.
this
I stream
matters.
every Wednesday
There's
at
others out
7
there. I was
Eastern
just
time.
furthest along.
Alright,
If
see you
want
later.
it safe, make it all safe.
Prodrome must have started reversing the procreation blockers. You'll fit right in.
It's not
There you
too
go,
far.
Saber.
If you ever want to talk.
I haven't changed, Foster.
That's what I hoped you'd say.
You never said what name you chose. Maybe Pathfinder? It's not Ryder, is it?
No, it's David. David Edward, for an old friend. Goodbye, Ryder, and thank you.
Oh, you started playing Yonder? That's cool. Okay, well that was... a thing that happened. So okay, so all of our ally and relationship missions I think are done. I don't think there's any others, so that's good. So, we still have the architect, blah blah. We should probably focus on Aya. Wow, Saber. Ruth too. It was Ruth too. Alright guys, well I think I'm gonna go for tonight. It's 10:30. Next time we'll have to... We should go to Aya, because we have a couple things to do there. So I feel like we should do that, knock that out. Maybe do the Architect, get it over with. But we're making progress. Towards completing the game, so that's pretty awesome. So anyway, thank you guys for coming to the stream and hanging out with me and sharing your feels and all that good stuff, or bad stuff, depending on how you look at it. But I'll let you know if there's going to be a stream